Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a long time since I've planned, because it kind of has. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I had planned, not for last week, we were on vacation, but I had planned and we left like April 30th, I think. And I had planned a video in my personal planner that I was going to post, oh no, last week while we were gone. And, well, that's a bummer. I don't know, for whatever reason, it just like did not, it was like super blurry or whatever. So, yeah, I didn't post it because it just looked a hot mess. So, and then we were gone last week, so I didn't plan at all, and I feel so like out of sorts, like I don't know what's happening in my life. So I did want to show you, so this was the week before we left, and I did like the little travel theme, and I thought it was super cute. I didn't really plan very much in it, just I don't know, I guess I was like already in vacation mode or something. I don't really know what my situation was. And then I also wanted to give you a quick glimpse of my monthly view. And so I'm kind of using my monthly, or trying to use the monthly view as a way to, oh my God, I just realized my sister's birthday is tomorrow. Track YouTube stuff, blog stuff, and then I also have a floral and event business that I'm trying to kind of rev up. I took a lot of time off after I had the baby, and so I'm just now like getting back into it, kind of, or figuring out what I want to do with it. So, and then as you can see, this was last week, which is completely blank. I did not plan at all. We were in Charleston. Well, we went to Asheville and then we went to Charleston. And it was just great. So here we are planning for the week of May 9th through May 15th, which, middle of May already? Like how is that even like a thing? How is that possible? So I am, as usual, I'm going to pull my pages out of my planner. So this week I am using, I don't know, like if you've seen, and let me check while I'm checking to make sure this is working. I don't know if you've seen these books in Michael's or whatever. Hopefully that's not too blurry. So they are these giant kind of pull out sheets of paper from Me and My Big Ideas. And so when you pull them out and unfold them, they are rather large, and this is actually, I've already cut this down, so this is a half a sheet. So I saw this in the store and decided to get it just because it was pretty, and I don't know, I'm kind of like that. And was like, oh, what am I going to use it for? I don't really know. So, I mean, you could definitely use it for, like if you have a laminator and you wanted to make covers, or if you have like a binder system, like a KikiK or a Filofax, and you wanted to do dividers or dashboards or whatever, and you could definitely like laminate it and use it that way. I do not have a laminator, sad face. It's on my list of things to get, and I'm just like sticking all of my posts are my little page flaggy notes up here, which I haven't really been using them to pre-plan because they're kind of annoying, but like I said, my life is kind of all over the place right now, and so I was just, they were handy when I was jotting stuff down, so whatever. So anyway, you could definitely use it for those things, but I decided to go ahead and cut them down and use them in my planner. The good thing about these are that they are rather thin, almost a little bit thicker, or maybe like a nice, they're thicker than like the cheapy wrapping paper. So like if you kind of spent a few more dollars and got a nicer wrapping paper from, I don't know, Target or something, it kind of has that same weight to it, but it's not as heavy as, or not as heavy, not as thick as scrapbook paper, which I've been using scrapbook paper, which is great, and it's, you know, kind of a cheap way to do things, or a cheaper way to do things, but it will bulk up your planner. So we are going to try these out today and kind of see how it works. So these are the patterns out of the paper that I'm using. So a pretty floral, and then like this coordinating large polka dot, excuse me, and then the pink and white stripe, which this is kind of like, this pattern reminds me a lot of like Rifle Paper Company. So hopefully these are in frame. I think I'm going to do just like a page at a time because I feel like it fits in the frame a little bit better. I showed you the sheets, and I already kind of cut the squares down because honestly, like, no one wants to watch that part. So, I mean, here they are kind of all cut down. And you can see they're, I guess this would be kind of like if you liked using glossy stickers, because it definitely has a sheen to it. So yeah, I have this, and it's funny, like I had kind of gone through and like tried to figure out how I wanted to do things, and then we were gone for a week, and so yeah, now I have no idea what's happening with that. And then I also have been debating about whether or not I wanted to get a silhouette so that I could make some of my own stickers, because I've decided I kind of like them, using them, and they can get to be pricey. So I downloaded the software, which is totally free, watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I have a cousin who's like super, she's like my crafty godmother, but she's like a super crafter. And I honestly, like, I found the software a little bit confusing, at least for me. And so I messaged her, and I'm going to, okay, so and this is also like some of the washi that I have pulled. I'm not sure like what I'll use. I have like this glitter washi too, but I don't know. I'm not like super feeling the glitter right now. And then I just got this washi from Hobby Lobby over the weekend, which is not gold. It's more rose gold, so maybe I'll use that. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, so I messaged my cousin and asked her, you know, for some advice about the software. And so she emailed me. She had bought, or she purchased the like some silhouette books from the store, I'm assuming. And so she emailed them to me, which was super sweet of her. And one was like just like a total like how to make sticker books, and then the other one was more of like the silhouette software. So with that and the sticker book, or not the sticker books, with that information and a bunch of like YouTube tutorials, I was able to figure it out. So I will definitely link the tutorials that I found to be most helpful down below. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. Like I said, I haven't done this in a minute, so I feel like I'm out of practice. So I will link those down below. So anyway, I was playing around with the software over the weekend and finally figured it out. And now I'm kind of bummed, sad panda, that it got wet somehow. I ordered some sticker paper, but it's not here yet. So I went ahead and made some headers, some boxes, and a weekend banner to use with this kit. And I'm kind of like, I kind of dig the way that it turned out. So we'll see if I end up using that or not. So anyway, I am going to lay these full boxes down and see how this is going to look. Has happened. Like Prince died, the whole Beyonce Lemonade thing is like a thing. Donald Trump shenanigan. Like I just feel like a lot has happened in the world since I last posted video. Pull this up. I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place, and it's kind of like a bummer because I felt like I was in a little, oh yeah, that's not going, okay, JK, we're gonna leave that right there. Anyway, once I figured out the silhouette software, it was so much fun. Like making up stickers, like I feel like it's really relaxing. I mean, granted, I haven't tried to print any out, and it's so funny, like when I was you know, like working and trying to see if I could figure out what I was doing, and I was watching videos and my husband wandered in and, you know, was curious about what I was watching or doing or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I'm watching a sticker tutorial to try to figure out like how to make stickers using the silhouette. And he's like, is that a printer? You know, I told him no, it's to cut. And yeah, he was like, don't you have scissors for that? Boys are funny. I'm going to try to film another plan with me this week in my personal planner, because I love my personal planner so much. This is so crooked on here, but yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna fold this over because I hate trying to cut the edge. Like, it never really works for me. I don't know why. It just looks super messy and it irritates me. So, yeah, see, that's not good, Courtney. Not good at all. I don't know what to do about that. I'm just gonna put it over here because it's annoying me right now. So yeah, I've really been enjoying my personal planner. So I'm going to try to film another video for that this week. But I think that I like using stickers in it. So obviously, because it's kind of small and, oh, this has backing on it. And it's, I don't want to, like, bulk it up too much with paper. So I bought some really pretty full boxes from Willow Fields, I don't know, a while ago. Just kind of took a while to get here. And then I also, oh, and hopefully, like, the sticker paper that I ordered will be here soon. Yeah, I didn't white any of this out, and you can totally see through that. So, you know, maybe I'll make some of my own, and then, so I've been following a lot of Etsy shops on Instagram. And so over the weekend for Mother's Day, a lot of people were having sale, you know, like flash sales or coupon codes or whatever. And but I had sort of been like, no, I'm not gonna, like, I'm really trying to rein in my spending a little bit, just because there are some things that I am working on kind of saving up for, and so whatever. So like, I had seen a few things and was like, no, I don't really need that right now. It's no big. My nails, I didn't put my top coat on and they're so dull looking. So I kind of just like put it out of my mind, like, oh, I'm not gonna get anything this month. Like, there's a couple of like shops that do like mystery kits that I want to try out next month. And then there's you know, a couple of other kits that I wanted to get, and was like, you know, I'm not going to buy anything this month because I'm just going to wait and get, I wanted to get a mystery kit from an Etsy shop that I like, and the name of it is escaping me. And then I also was thinking of maybe doing like the Planner Addict box or something, and so, you know, I was like, well, I'm not gonna, I don't need to get anything else, it's fine. And then like one of the Facebook groups that I'm in someone was asking like what their, if people had like favorite shops or whatever, that weren't super expensive. And that's the thing, like, and this book, like this is one of the new sticker books from the Happy Planner people. And I got it over the weekend, I think, at Hobby Lobby. And so, and also on their Instagram, they are releasing like a big sticker book. And I think it's going to have, maybe it said like 1,000 or something stickers in it. And they're going to be like more functional, like headers, that sort of thing. But they didn't say like when they were going to release it. So anyway, so what was I even talking about? Oh, so the, someone had asked in the Facebook group, like, oh, you know, what are some of your favorite, or do you have any favorite Etsy shops that aren't super expensive? Which is a really good question, because some of the kids, and this is not like to take away from anything that anyone does, because I also have like a small business, so I get it. Like you, when you are a small business owner, things are always going to be, you know, your product is always going to be slightly more expensive because you don't have, you know, the purchasing power to, you know, negotiate with your wholesalers. So I mean, even though you may be buying things wholesale, like whether it's their, you know, sticker paper or ink or whatever, you know, they're still not going to, it still is a small business. It's not like it's Vistaprint or something like that. So, and then you're also entitled to like earn a living. Like sometimes I feel like people think that because it's a small business or that you're a small business owner that you shouldn't be able to charge, you know, whatever you're charging. And I totally don't agree with that. Like you should be able to charge whatever the market will sustain. And so if you are, you know, a small Etsy shop and you are, you don't sell anything a la carte, like you want to sell everything as a weekly kit and you're charging, you know, however much you're charging and people are buying it, like rock on with your bad self. Like that's totally, that is totally like fine. And I support that, you know, 100%, but it's not, you know, and it's also, not just about that. It's, you know, sort of about branding and the experience and all of that, which, so I like totally get it. And it's not like I would ever, you know, walk into, you know, Nordstrom and expect them to have, you know, Walmart prices, because that's not the experience that you get. So anyway, I was going to work on my sidebar, but I need to cut these down and I don't feel like doing that right now. So anyway, the conversation was about kind of sticker shops that are not as expensive as, God, if I could talk, some of the other more expensive ones. Let's see, here's the thing, like I can't write. per se. And so I got a lot of recommendations, or there were a lot of shops mentioned who had who were selling, you know, kits that weren't super expensive, or things are more a la carte, which kind of appeals to me. I'm sorry, I'm like flipping through this. It appeals to me because I am not a no white space planner. So I like having things a la carte because, you know, I don't use all the stickers. I can do this because today I'm filming this on Monday. So I found a couple shops and went and looked at like what they were offering. And I found some really pretty kits. So I did place an order. I ordered 3 kits from a shop. As I say, I'm a no white space planner. I think my plan was to try to do a no white space plan with me. But anyway, so I ordered 3 different kits, and I'm like super excited to get them. And they were not even like super expensive. I can't remember how much they were, so I'll do like a haul and link everything when I get it. But I want to say maybe the kit was like, they were like $12 or something, and you get like a lot. And most importantly, like I get the stickers that like I need to use. And so yeah, I don't like that. So maybe the kits were like $12 or something. I can't really remember. And I think the shop that I ordered from, she was having a flash sale. So it was like 40% off with like the minimum purchase was $25, and then you got 40% off. So yeah, I ordered, I mean, that's fine, but I'm still gonna need washi there. I ordered 3 kits, and so I'm very excited to get them and see how they look. Yeah, I may, yeah, I think that I'm going to cut these that I made, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut my little stickers, and I'm like super, I really like them. So anyway, except now, of course, since they're not on sticker paper, I have to try to glue them down. I made these little boxes. I'm trying to like get my like do better with my reading goals. I really have been slacking on reading, and it just makes me a little bit sad because I do love to read. So yeah, I did manage to read a significant amount while we were on vacation, but I still didn't get to read as much as I wanted to. Well, I mean, we were vacationing with a 2-year-old, which is not, it's not really a vacation, but it was fun. Although when we got home, I said to my husband, I feel like now that we've taken Rowan on vacation, like we need, we need our own vacation. I love that little nugget to death, but oh, good grief, he's like, ooh, parenting is an exhausting job. And you would think, like, this ain't my first rodeo, so I would be a little less stressed out about it. We also drove, which, even when, like, I've taken my older kids on vacation before, like when I was, divorced and was a single mom, but they were old enough where they could be like entertained in the car. We didn't have excuse me, we didn't have, I'm trying to think, like I don't know, I'm one of those moms that didn't let my kids watch a lot of TV. So we didn't have, which is funny because I am like a TV junkie, but anyway, I wanted them to be better than me. So we didn't have a television in our car. Oh my gosh, excuse me. So they would read and play games and annoy the crap out of each other, as you do when you're on a family vacation. But Rowan is 2, so yeah, that was super interesting. Anyway, excuse me. So today is Monday, and I am putting these little, I think I'm just going to maybe cover this up. We'll see how this goes. Like, I watched a bunch of Plan With Me, and I don't even know if you can see what the hell I'm doing. I watched a bunch of Plan With Me's, like, when I was gone, trying to, you know, see different ways that people plan and how, whatever. So, I mean, there are some things that I saw that I definitely think, like, oh, that would be, like, super helpful. Excuse me. Gosh, I have, like, something stuck in my throat. For me. And then other things, I'm just like, I don't really know. So, like, really the only thing that I need to, or that I want to track in my sidebar is, like, our meal planning and my reading. I may do, like, a workout thing. I don't have any made. So I had been kind of trying to work out more. It wasn't really, like, I really wasn't as, on top of it as I should have been, just because I don't like working out. It's not like a thing that I enjoy doing. So, I had just been kind of like meh about the whole situation, but I was eating better. So I did manage to lose some weight, which yay me. However, we went on vacation to Charleston, and yeah, I pretty much like stuffed my face the entire time we were gone. And I said, I mean, my husband said the same thing, like, oh my God, I feel like gross. Like, I don't know, the food was so good, and I love Southern food, and we had barbecue and shrimp and grits and artisanal pizza and, you know, organic hamburgers or whatever, and it was all so delicious. And dessert, I mean, let's be serious, like, I have never met a dessert that I did not want to shove in my face. But holy cow, I'm so like, oh my gosh. So I kind of couldn't wait to, well, I mean, I could wait to get home because we like loved it. But, you know, we both were like, we needed like detox or something. So, yeah, so I'm definitely going to be better about working out and getting into a little bit better shape. I mean, my 25-year high school reunion is coming up, and it's not like you want to go. And honestly, like, I went to a really small high school. Like, really, there were only like 54 people in my graduating class. And a lot of us are still local, and the ones that aren't local, I mean, we were like a really close class. The ones that aren't local, I mean, we like, you know, still see each other on Facebook or whatever. For the ones that live out of town, the ones that are still in town, I mean, we see each other like a good bit. I mean, I have I'm still friends with a lot of my high school friends. So, you know, it's not like I'm going to show up and people are going to be like, oh my God, you look amazing. I mean, it would be nice if people did that. Let's not kid ourselves. But, I mean, it's not like some big reveal. They haven't seen me. But, I mean, it would be nice to kind of feel good about myself. So anyway, I'm sure you don't want to hear about like the struggles of whatever I'm talking about. I also made some of these little boxes. So I made some of these, which is like my first little ombre attempt. I'm super pleased with myself, if you can't tell. Although it's kind of not staying like in the lines. I need to get the measurements down a little bit better. But other than that, like, there's to do on Wednesday. I have like notes all over the place. Like, oh yeah, I do actually. I have notes all over the place. I actually have a lot of stuff that I need to do. Holy moly. So I mentioned, or I have mentioned, that I have like a floral an event business, and I took some time off. See, here's the thing, like this just looks so, I don't know. This is why I could never do like a no white space, because it like drives me crazy. I took some time off when I had my son, because I knew that this was probably going to be my last baby, and I wanted to be able to stay home with him, which is, you know, kind of what my husband, or how my husband and I planned it. So when I got pregnant, I had been working like I had weddings booked until the end of the year. He was born in 2014. So I had weddings booked for the last half of 2013 until like November. And then he was due in May, and so I was going to work pretty much up until, this is driving me crazy. I was going to work pretty much up until April, and then take like April and May off, and then kind of reassess and see what was happening with things, how I felt about things, or whatever, after he was born. I did have a wedding booked for, I think it was like June, like maybe that first Saturday in June. So he was born, he was due like May 4th, and I had a wedding booked for the first week in June. So but what actually ended up happening is, and I have no idea like why I'm like rambling on about this, because I'm sure whatever. Anyway, so feel free to fast forward through this part. So anyway, what ended up happening was that I had a really difficult pregnancy with some complications. So after my last wedding, I essentially like didn't work. And he ended up coming early. So he was due May 4th and he was born March 25th. So it's actually, it worked out well that I was not really healthy enough to work physically or like emotionally. It was just a really kind of frightening situation. So I thought I had another one of these, but I can't find them. Anyway, so I had So I took more to all of this long rambling, tell you about my life that you probably don't want to hear about, is to say that I ended up taking a lot more time off than I thought I was going to, or that I thought that I was going to need to. And then once I had him, I like totally was like I like fell in love with him. So I I didn't want to be away from him. So I kind of passed up a lot of jobs and scaled things back a lot, and am still kind of figuring out like what I want to do business wise, or how I want to do it. Like I don't like doing wedding flowers and planning weddings, and I like it, and it's, you know, I've worked with some really great couples and whatnot, but it's very labor intensive, and and so it's like is it worth being away from my kid at this point? So I'm kind of like reevaluating that. But anyway, this was to say for Wednesday, I am doing the flowers for a photo shoot for another event stylist for a local magazine, which is something that I love to do. I've done a few styled shoots where I've kind of put them together, which I love, love, love that whole creative process. But just doing the flowers for this one is great because it's I get to be creative, but like you know, the whole thing is not on my shoulders. I just kind of get to, you know, she's already put together kind of the look that she wants and what, you know, she's contacted the vendors that she wants to use. So my part is just flowers. So I just get to make something pretty and kind of let it go, which is really great. So I'm doing that on Wednesday. Good grief, I'm like wordy today. And so I'm need to write it down in my planner, obviously, because I almost forgot about it. And I'm thinking of maybe doing a Periscope from there, just like a little behind the scenes thing. So I don't know, like, and that sort of ties into like, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do with my life, guys? No, what am I trying to do with this channel? Like, I like doing the, holy crap, I can't even get this up. I like doing, the planner stuff, obviously. But it's not, what am I putting there? It's not like everything that I do with my life. So I kind of, and you can maybe, if you make it through this like ridiculously long wordy video, you can let me know, like, would you be interested in seeing other things on this channel aside from planner stuff? Like I was thinking that maybe I would do some kind of flower stuff, flower tutorials, if you will. I'm trying to find something to put down there. And you know, maybe some kind of behind the scenes. I don't know, but like I feel like I maybe want to do more stuff on this channel. But maybe not. I don't know. Okay guys, I'm back. Hopefully you can see how everything turned out. I went ahead and kind of filled in what I know. And my son's awake, so, but yeah, I like these little kind of tracker things that I made for myself. I'll like them a lot better when they're on sticker paper and I don't have to cut and glue them down. I made a little weekend banner with some clip art. And yeah, I'm kind of actually like, the week is a little busier than I thought it was going to be, so I'm a little stressed out at the moment just looking at it. But I like having my book over here, tracker for reading. I'm expecting a little bit of happy mail. But yeah, so I'm going to put this back in my happy planner. And my fence ringer. Uh-oh, I forgot to do this. And my phone's ringing, I apologize. So yeah, I mean the next couple days are going to be busy. I'm not, the rest of the week have some things I want to do. The one thing that I don't have in here are my workouts. So I could have like done something over here for workouts, which I'll have to remember for next week instead of putting that little thing there to track my mail. But yeah, if I would have done kind of a fitness thing up there, that would have been nice. And I also don't have any cleaning stuff in here. So maybe I will just do that in my personal planner. But we'll see how it goes. So, thanks for watching my very long and all over the place plan with me. If you'd like to see more, then follow me on Instagram. You can also check out more about our life on my blog. If you're interested in some flower stuff, I will also link my website for that business as well. But this is going to kind of look, it's crooked. There's a lot of like crooked happening in this spread, but whatever. So this is it, and